Hi, my name is Curtis Burwater. I served with AmeriCorps or ShoreCorps PALS at Salisbury University during 1995 and 1996. AmeriCorps played a big part in my life at the time. At the time I was a new father and really searching for direction, but I knew I needed to do something to be able to provide for my daughter, my family at that time. Well, during the 95, 96 years of the AmeriCorps program, this was the first year of the program's existence. It was new to the area, new to the community, so a lot of our nonprofits and other businesses were a little timid at first to get involved. So not only were we working with the program, we were also salesmen per se for the program. My AmeriCorps experience played a major role in my life as well. It gave me confidence more than anything. Congratulations, ShoreCorps PALS. I was here when we started, and after 20 years, you're still going strong.
I am Rachel Bennett. I served at the Epoch Dream Center through AmeriCorps last year for 2013 to 2014. And now I work at Epoch part-time. They hired me as staff. And Epoch was great for me last year because it really just it changed my world around. I ended up changing my major because of working here. I knew that I wouldn't be able to not help these kids and be in their lives after the experiences I had with AmeriCorps last year. And I'm really excited to do that.
My name is Joanne Blackman. I'm the program director for the Epoch Dream Center. We are a free after-school program in Hebron, and we serve under-resourced kids who go to Westside Primary School and Westside Intermediate School. Last year, our program began with grades 2, 3, and 4. And we were able to have the one AmeriCorps member, and we taught all our students in the same classroom for the biggest part of the year. This year, because we were able to get funding for 2 more AmeriCorps members, we've been able to expand from 1st grade through 5th grade this year. We now have 3 classrooms that run every single day, and we would not have been able to do that without being able to have 2 more AmeriCorps members to come in and provide that extra adult-to-child ratio that we need per classroom.
I'm Patrick Cotton. I serve at Epoch Dream Center. As you know, Epoch Dream Center started last year, and I heard a lot of great things about it. I'm a physical education major at SU, so I love working with kids and everything like that. So when I heard about this service opportunity, I jumped all over it. I knew that Joanne and Aaron were doing great things over here, and I just wanted to be involved. So I asked, and they said I could come aboard. So I thought serving with AmeriCorps was a pretty cool gig, and there's a support base along with that, and also working with the kids gives me a lot of great experience. I personally think everybody is called to serve, and personally, giving back to the community at AmeriCorps ShoreCorps PALS is the perfect spot to do it.
I'm Allison American. I serve at the Epoch Dream Center in Hebron, Maryland, which is an after-school program for under-resourced kids that go to Westside Intermediate and Westside Primary. At the site, I am an intern for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade girls, and that's who I have in my classroom. And the girls have been such a blessing in my life. There's a lot of things I could say about what we do for the kids, but honestly, these kids have taught me so much more about life and about appreciating the things that I have, and also how to support kids in our community. And it's really opened my eyes to the need that these children have that I wasn't aware of before.
Without AmeriCorps, we would not be able to serve the amount of students that we serve today, and we would not be able to serve them to the place of excellence that we strive for. So AmeriCorps has made all the difference to the Epoch Dream Center.
I served with Salisbury's Promise in 2007 and 2008 service year. It was an incredible experience. I grew up in the Salisbury area, and working with Salisbury's Promise allowed me to connect with the community I grew up in ways I otherwise wouldn't have had a chance to. I saw parts of my community that I'd never been exposed to before, and saw firsthand some of the problems a lot of people in our community are dealing with. And from that, I gained a lot of motivation to continue working in the nonprofit field. Through AmeriCorps, I learned how to organize volunteers, I learned how to plan events, and I also found a lot of motivation and inspiration in working with a community of people who were committed to service. And that's something that I carry with me into my work today. And I strongly encourage AmeriCorps to everybody that I get a chance to talk with. Congratulations, ShoreCorps, on 20 years of getting things done on Delmarva.
So my name is Katrina Oshitelu. I serve with the Caregiver Resource Center at MAC Incorporated as a Special Projects Developer. And in that role, part of my responsibility is serving as a volunteer coordinator, recruiting, training, and retaining community professionals and retirees to serve as a connector between caregivers and the resources that they need, a number of different programs or services. I decided to join AmeriCorps because it just says me all over it. Getting things done and really meaning it. And it's not about just doing good deeds, doing good things. It's about really benefiting people who stand in need. And I enjoy working with populations that are underserved, marginalized, overlooked. And working with senior citizens, that is a population that is vulnerable. And I just really wanted to be able to play a role in providing more assistance in what are other areas that may be lacking.
I'm Gina Vides, and I started to volunteer as an ICANN volunteer because I met Katrina, and when I first met her through Dr. Rena Ferguson, she was so energetic, and she told me something that I never forget, and she said that I want to reach to the corners that are not being reached. And so she meant the Hispanic community. And so she got me right there, and I was like, yes, I want to be part of that too.
I'm Rosalie Corbin, a member of AmeriCorps, and I serve at MAC Inc. My job is to call the clients that are at home, housebound, or get out once in a while, but I have about 45 names of clients that I try to call each and every day that I'm here. And the reason for the calls is just to let them know that someone cares, that's interested in them, what they're doing, how they're doing, and we talk from soup to nuts. And I've gotten to know all of them, so I know really what they like to talk about. And they often tell me that it makes their day. And if I'm not going to be here and I know ahead of time, I always tell them so they won't worry, because they will light the switchboard up trying to find out if something has happened to me. Well, I love them and they love me, and I really enjoy what I do. I feel if you enjoy helping people, if there's a need there that you see and you can do it, then I feel that you should do it. And like myself, I get great satisfaction out of helping people in whatever area that I can help them in.
My name is Mary Ringgold. I'm a AmeriCorps service member and I serve at MAC Inc. What I do here is I'm an administrative assistant for the Senior Employment Program and also the Waiver Program. The Senior Employment Program trains seniors that are 55 and older. They're placed at nonprofit 501(c)(3) nonprofit agencies, and they're placed there with the hopes that they will build a relationship with that employer and then eventually be hired. Also, the Waiver Program allows seniors that are actually nursing home material to remain in their home, and they're acquire services through our program that are paid for. The services are waived, the prices of it are waived through our program, that they might remain at home. Okay, the AmeriCorps experience has inspired me because it has taught me that no matter how old you are, you can be a part of a team, and every little bit that you bring makes that or builds that team to be better.
My name is Erin Dean. I'm a physical therapist here in Salisbury, and I was a ShoreCorps PALS member from 2005 to 2006 with Salisbury's Promise, which was a branch of America's Promise. In Salisbury's Promise, I was the coordinator, and so I actually helped coordinate lots of different programs, and what I think it helped me with was my organization skills, my skills at just working with all kinds of different people, lots of leaders of the community, as well as kids in schools. So I was working with a large, diverse population of people, and it really helped me to just identify with a lot of people from different backgrounds. I would encourage anyone to participate in ShoreCorps PALS because what it really helps you do is meet a lot of different people, kind of step out of your comfort zone, really get out into the community, help others, and you really make a lot of connections with people in the community, which I myself have found have lasted for 10 years now. I see people out in the community all the time in my job as a physical therapist, and also just out and about as a community member who I either served with, was supervised by, or people that I served, and it just really made me feel a little bit more like an important member of my community. Serving through AmeriCorps can really change your life, because I know it changed mine.
My name is Susan Cullen. I'm the Dean of Students here at Wicomico High School. I'm also the site coordinator for our Tribe after-school program. We decided as a staff and with our admin team, along with working with students, that we needed to offer our students a safe place to stay and work in the after-school programs. Having Brian on staff here at Wicomico High School in our program has been wonderful in the respect that he is able to really make relationships that are valuable with students and work with them, and tutoring and mentoring, most importantly, building that relationship with students and having them feel valued, and having that opportunity to see someone that is doing the different activities that he does and involved in the community, and then having him on board here with us has been a great asset.
Okay, I'm Brian Black. I'm serving at Wicomico High School as a mentor and tutor. The reason why I'm serving, because I think it's a need, especially not only in our community, but all over the country, working with teenagers and youth. They really need help, they need motivation, because the graduation rates are really low right now. Mostly what I do is I tutor and mentor, but I do more mentoring than tutoring. I ask the kids how their day has been going, or they'll come up to me and tell me how their day is actually going. What I've been getting out of it is I want to be a caseworker at juvenile services. So the interaction with kids on a daily basis, and the more and more I do it, is really fun, and it's helping me towards my career.
Hi, my name is Opal Camper, and I served with AmeriCorps from 2004 to 2006 with Salisbury Urban Ministry. My AmeriCorps experience afforded me a lot of possibilities and opportunities. I was able to use my education award during my post-secondary education to take a study abroad trip to Ecuador for 1 month, and that was very exciting. But not only that, my AmeriCorps experience opened up my world to nonprofits, and where I currently work, North Shore Workforce Alliance. That's just where I'm at now, but it actually, my experience with AmeriCorps was able to expose me to the world of nonprofits, how they worked, and it just led me on a path to where I am now. I was able to find my passion. I was able to find my passion with working with the young people, because I realized that the things that I had been through, I was able to feed into them, and I was able to feed into them, but also they were able to feed into me. And so that experience gave me the confidence to be able to work in youth programs and work with young adults later on. I would highly recommend ShoreCorps PALS to anyone, because it helps you build the confidence to move forward in your career. You're able to build a network, and in addition to that, you develop leadership skills. So I would highly recommend it to anyone. Happy 28th anniversary, ShoreCorps PALS. Thank you for making a difference in our community.
My name is David Harner, and I served in AmeriCorps during the 1995-96 AmeriCorps service year. It was the first year that Salisbury University got involved with AmeriCorps. At the time, I served with the Worcester County Youth and Family Services, and we provided a lot of services for children in Pocomoke and throughout Worcester County. Worked with the public schools at the time, worked with some therapeutic mentoring of individual students, and did some conflict resolution. And that all eventually led to job positions here with the county school system. So there was a real connection with AmeriCorps, my experience with AmeriCorps, and my future first job here on the Lower Shore. For me, I think the key takeaway from my AmeriCorps experience was really the relationships that got started, both with my fellow AmeriCorps members in that particular cohort, the connections I made with my placement, the connections I made with the Salisbury University folks, and then the services that I was delivering to out in the community. AmeriCorps can help you make connections too, so check it out.
My name is Carolyn Van Ness. I'm the Children and Youth Coordinator here at Salisbury Urban Ministries. I'm also a site supervisor for the AmeriCorps program. We have one member that works here with us, and she assists me with the Kids Cafe After School program, which is an after-school program to help children and families in the area with, we focus on 3 things. We help with their homework, we feed them a meal, and we do some sort of activity with them. Having Carlise here has been amazing. She's wonderful with the children. She just really takes them under her wing in a sense and really mentors them. And when there's an issue, she doesn't necessarily punish them, but she pulls them aside and she talks to them and she talks through whatever the situation is, and she kind of goes back and forth with them versus just, reprimanding their behavior. She kind of figures out what's underneath all of their actions.
My name is Carlise Matthews. I serve at Salisbury Urban Ministries, which is the program of Kids Cafe, and I am the youth coordinator assistant. I make a difference at my site by coming in every day and just showing the love and affection to these kids. The kids that sometimes don't feel the love and affection or may not get it from home. So.
Having an AmeriCorps member here at Salisbury Urban Ministries has been a blessing.
My name is Brandon Moore, and I served in the AmeriCorps from 2009 to 2010 at the Salisbury Zoo. Now I'm an attorney. I clerk for a judge in Maryland, and my AmeriCorps experience was amazing. I think the benefit of being part of ShoreCorps PALS is that in addition to doing work at your site, you also get to help other people at their service sites. So I was doing everything. We were doing like toy drives, we were giving out gifts for kids for the holidays, we were doing food drives, we were in schools, we were in the community, we were mentoring kids and teaching kids. I think the experience overall really opened my eyes to the challenges that kids face in underprivileged communities. And also you get to see the people who are out there doing really good, difficult, tough work, but they love those kids, they love that work, and you see, despite the challenges, that there's a lot of change being done. I think if somebody's thinking about joining ShoreCorps PALS, I would definitely encourage them to do it. It's a great opportunity to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You're giving back to your community in a way that you otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to do. And you're also exposing yourselves to different people from different backgrounds. I was really privileged to have been able to go to college and to go to law school. You meet a lot of people who don't have that opportunity. You see what needs to be done, and hopefully you can be a good steward and do something to affect change, to help other people get to where you are someday. Congratulations on 20 years, ShoreCorps PALS. I'm looking forward to the next 20.
Hi, my name is Andy Kitzrow. I served for AmeriCorps in 2005 to 2006. I'm currently the Wicomico County Recreation and Parks Recreation Superintendent. When I was in AmeriCorps, I served for Salisbury's Promise. And what's interesting about that role is it's kind of a hodgepodge of several different areas of service focused around what they called the 5 promises. We had to ensure that youth got a caring adult in their life, a safe place to interact, a healthy start, effective education, and opportunities to serve. So it was a really neat experience because I got to serve in so many different capacities. Because of that service, I was able to then kind of get recruited for my last job as a child care director for Wicomico County Recreation and Parks. So what was really neat is I learned a lot of the skill sets I currently use within my profession, special event planning, how to be a leader, and then really importantly, how to focus on youth in our community and give them a positive change. You know, when I got into serving for AmeriCorps, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew an idea that I wanted to help serve. And I think when people look at whether they want to be part of it or not, I would really encourage them just to take that leap of faith, because you're going to learn a subset of skills that are going to be very marketable later on, but you're also going to be able to influence people's lives and change things better for the community. So if you're not sure what you want to do, definitely do it. If you want to help people, it's a great way to do things. And in this day, it's a good way to get your foot in the door, because by the relationships that you form and the people you meet along the way, that's how you're going to build that resume, but then also figure out a little bit better what you want to do, like myself. Wow, I can't believe it's 20 years of service for this community. Keep it up, ShoreCorps pals.
I love AmeriCorps because it helps give back to the community.
Serving with AmeriCorps not only changed my life, but it changed the kids' lives too, and it can change yours.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm learning a lot from the population and the staff and the volunteers that I get to work with, and of course, my fellow AmeriCorps members.
They come together for this common purpose of serving the community and giving back in more ways than one, and seeing the different aspects and getting through it together and doing it together is just an amazing experience.
You get great opportunities to help and give back to your community through the service that you give through AmeriCorps.
AmeriCorps means to me teamwork in the community. Whether it's working with youth, whether it's working with seniors, we all try to help and give back.
ShoreCorps PALS!